Hi, this is my CM2030 Snooker app built using p5.js and meta.js. This project simulates realistic snooker gameplay with proper ball physics, cue interactions, and 3 different game modes. I will walk you through the required features and my game designs. To start the game, click on here, then you can select your choice of mode by pressing 1, 2 or 3 on your keyboard. This is Mode 1, the standard snooker layout. It includes 15 red balls arranged in a triangle and colored balls in their official spots. The cue ball is not placed automatically. It must be manually inserted in the D zone. The cue ball appears only when the player clicks inside the D zone as per official game rules. In the code, the interaction is managed using a flag called cue ball placement. When cue ball placement is true, the cue ball is missing from the table, so the game prompts me with a message, click inside D to put cue ball. If I click outside the D, nothing happens and the console shows a message like, mouse click outside of D. When I click inside the D, the cue ball appears and the console confirms the placement with the cue ball's coordinates. After that, cue ball placement is set to false, which means the cue ball is now on the table, and there is no need to prompt the player again until it gets spotted or the game mode resets. This logic ensures players can only place the cue ball correctly following the real snooker rules. I use mouse drag to simulate aiming and cueing. The stick will only appear when I click and drag on the cue ball along with the dotted lines to assist in aiming. The direction and length of the drag controls how hard the cue ball is struck. This creates a natural, realistic interaction and avoids any elastic-like effect. The maximum force hit that the cue ball will be allowed to travel is 0.015. I set this as the power limit as it gave the most realistic outcome. The power limit can be seen by extending the cue stick based on how much power was used. Once it reaches the maximum length, regardless of how much further the player pulls, the force hit will be still at 0.015. When a colored ball is spotted, it is automatically respotted at its original position, which is stored and restored by the code. Each colored ball has a unique point value: yellow for 2 points, green for 3 points, brown for 4 points, blue for 5 points, pink for 6 points, and black for 7 points. To enforce correct play, if 2 colored balls are potted consecutively, an error message appears in the console. You can see the error message here. If the cue ball is potted, it disappears and must be manually placed again in the D zone. This mirrors foul handling in real snooker. The cue ball logs different messages based on what it hits. Cue ball hits red, cue red. Cue ball hits colored, cue color. Cue ball hits cushion, cue cushion. This is Mode 2, which places 15 red balls randomly on the table. This is ideal for practice scenarios. When a red ball is potted, it is removed from both the meta.js physics world and the active balls array. This reflects standard snooker rules and awards 1 point. This is Mode 3, which randomizes the position of all the balls and introduces a rainbow bonus ball. The rainbow ball is my custom extension feature. It uses a smooth animated HSB gradient to create a continuous color shifting effect. I choose HSB over just RGB because HSB allows for a more natural and fluid transition between hues, whereas RGB tend to produce a harsher or flashy transition, as you can see here. When potted, the rainbow ball awards 10 bonus points, adding an extra layer of challenge and visual appeal to the gameplay. That concludes my demonstration. My snooker app meets all the core requirements: cue control and aiming, accurate game physics, 3 interactive modes, scoring and potting logic, error enforcement and collision detection. And I've extended the experience with a unique bonus round feature. Thank you for watching.